Mackenzie Johnston with Cattle News Central, bringing you your August 22nd cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They manage your risk so you can manage your operation. They are the experts in educating, evaluating, and executing risk management programs for each individual operation while also providing top-notch customer service. Now is the time to be thinking about enrolling in the pasture rangeland forage program for the 2023 crop year. If you want to learn more about this, go ahead and reach out to Alex and Naya. He can set you up with a tracking policy so you can understand how the program works firsthand. AgRisk Advisors, risks averted, legacies preserved. We are also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. Almost every week, they are hosting classes somewhere between Texas and Tennessee. If you want to check out their schedule, head on over to www.circle5cowschool.com. That is the number 5 in there. Or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. Brownfield Ag News has reported, according to the Livestock Marketing Association, also known as LMA, antiquated regulations prohibiting livestock auction owners from owning or investing in meatpacking businesses is limiting competition in our markets. Chelsea Good, Vice President of Government and Industry Affairs and Legal with LMA, said there have been bills introduced in both the U.S. House and the U.S. Senate to remedy this situation. Whether it's investing in small local lockers or maybe being a part of a larger group of individuals that are coming together to invest in a regional plant, Good has people that are wanting to be the solution or part of the solution to the lack of competition in our markets. The House and Senate bills, they are not a silver bullet when it comes to the many issues facing our industry. And to go back on that really quick, the House bill, that is the Amplifying Processing of Livestock in the U.S. Act. And in the Senate, that is the Expanding Local Meat Processing Act. And as I said, these bills, they are not a silver bullet. There is no silver bullet out there, but Good believes this is a step in the right direction. By allowing livestock auction owners to invest in small and regional packers, that will create competition against our big packing entities. Good is confident that these bills can make it through Congress before the end of the year, but if for some reason they do not get that done, LMA is prepared to work on them next year. So besides LMA being behind these bills, we have NCBA, USDA, the American Sheep Industry Association, the National Pork Producers Council, and many state-based groups that are also supporting these pieces of legislation. Restaurant Dive has reported Taco Bell is testing a proprietary plant-based protein with its new crispy melt taco in the Birmingham, Alabama area. The fake meat is a mix of pea and soy protein and will be available as long as supplies last. Additionally, products from Taco Bell's partnership with Beyond Meat will be available by the end of this year. So lots of options at Taco Bell to eat some fake meat. Other major fast food chains, we have watched them take on these fake meat products and fail. Almost all of them have failed. We saw Burger King's Impossible Whopper. It increased sales to start with, but not long after it was on the menu, within months, those sales took a dive. McDonald's McPlant Burger, we saw that tested at various locations in recent months, and that test failed, and they're not going to keep that on the menu either. But the difference with Taco Bell is that they own this new fake protein, which could give the company more flexibility in testing and deployment. This update is also sponsored by 4T Ag Insurance, your go-to contractor for ag insurance. Colt Tritt is the owner and operator of 4T Ag. He is a one-man show, so he understands all the risks that go along with the livestock industry. 4T Ag, they offer LRPs on both fed and feeder cattle. They offer PRF insurance and just about any other insurance option out there. If you want to learn more, head on over to www.4taginsurance.com. That is the number 4, TAG insurance.com. CNN Politics has reported 2 provisions quietly tucked into the newly signed Inflation Reduction Act aim to provide financial relief to farmers of color who claim that they have been discriminated against for years. The law gives USDA another opportunity to remedy racial disparities within the agency. So we can all remember back in 2021, there was an effort to do the same thing through the American Rescue Plan, but that plan has been challenged in court by white farmers who complain that the effort to remedy longstanding inequities by wiping away debt from only farmers of color is itself discriminatory, and they are spot on with that thought. The new law allows farmers of all backgrounds, you don't have to be a certain color, to apply for discrimination relief. And you can guess how farmers of color feel about this. They think this law is ridiculous because they think they're the only ones that have ever been discriminated against. That's the long and short of it. So one provision in the new law will provide $3.1 billion for distressed borrowers whose farming operations are at financial risk and will aim to help them keep their farms going. A second provision will provide $2.2 billion in financial assistance to farmers, ranchers, or forest landowners who claim to have experienced discrimination prior to January 1st of 2021. This provision allows any farmers of any race, again, to receive assistance up to $500,000. $500,000. The USDA has not yet said when this program will start, but according to a USDA official, the agency will be moving quickly to disperse the funds to address farmers' needs. When asked how discrimination will be defined under the new law, the official said the term is one of many design and process questions that USDA would have to consider in determining how to implement this provision. That will be interesting to see how they define what discrimination truly is. Finally, National Beef Wire has reported on the August cattle on feed report that came out on Friday. Cattle on feed as of August 1st totaled 11.2 million head. That's a 1% increase year over year. That is the second highest August 1st inventory since the series began back in 1996. July placements totaled 1.77 million head. That was 2% above last year. And industry experts were actually expecting that number to be 1.5% below last year. But I don't know how you couldn't expect that number to be somewhat high considering the drought that so much of cattle country is enduring. Finally, marketings of fed cattle during July totaled 1.83 million head. That was 4% below 2021. That is all I have for you guys this morning. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Stay cool this week. I'll catch you later.